my name is Shannon. I'm a new Pilates instructor at the fitness center at Bonita Bay Club. I am also a registered nurse, and I'm going to give you a quick little tutorial and an explanation about what Pilates is and why it's good for you. So Pilates is basically a system of movement and exercises meant to create a flexible and healthy spine. It is also going to help you develop a little bit more strength, using maybe different muscles than you don't normally use, so that you can allow your tighter, more overworked muscles take a break and become a little bit more flexible and tap into your weaker musculature, allowing you to have better control and better strength so that you can go out and do all the activities that you really like to do without fear of injury or limitations, and without decreasing the quality of your life at all. So who's it good for? Well, basically it's good for anybody who has a spinal column. So if you have a spine, it's good for you. Because in order for you to have a good quality of life, to play golf, to play tennis, to be able to play with your grandkids, you need to move. And we don't want to see you restrict your movement and have to limit yourself from all the things that you normally enjoy doing because you have pain, you have injury. I can't stand on this leg, I can't bend over and garden like I used to because my back hurts, or my knee hurts, or my hip hurts. And this method will employ springs to help you find that muscular strength without sacrificing the integrity of your joints, allowing you to have more mobility in your back, to bend and to flex, and instead of using your back muscles to help you create those movements, it's going to call on your abdominal muscles to instead do a lot of support work so that you don't end up using your back to pick up your grandkids or to bend over and garden in your garden. So basically, anybody who wants to move without pain or limitation, this is a method that will last your lifetime, keeping you active, keeping you healthy, and keeping you free from injury. So to give you an example of what Pilates can do for you and explain what some of this equipment is, we're going to give you a little demonstration of something really common and simple that we do in Pilates, but it's incredibly functional for a moving body. So typically when people come to a seated position, they have a tight back. We allow the weight of gravity to sit on us when we're down in a chair or on the sofa, and we tend to hunch over. And in doing so, you're asking your back muscles, which should be doing more support work, to actually leverage work. And over time, those muscles become strong but overutilized. And they restrict your mobility of having those independent articulation of each vertebrae in your back. So one of the exercises that we do in Pilates quite frequently is just called the roll back. So basically you start from a seated position. You're gonna bring your feet onto a solid structure. So here I'm on the Cadillac, and I'm gonna put my feet onto the poles. And I'm gonna take this bar, which is attached to some spring tension, that's gonna prevent me from having to do all of the work myself. And so if my back tends to be a little tight, because I tend to hunch over when I'm in the operating room doing nursing stuff, I might find it a little difficult to find upright. So my typical position here might end up being more like this. I would be able to get my legs straight, but look at my back, it's curved, I'm leveraging a lot of work up and through here, and we don't want to do that. That's bad for our backs over time. So instead what I'll end up doing is bending my knees, allowing my back muscles to go into more of an extension position, and then I can move. I can lean back, and then I can articulate and round my back, allowing each bone to work to come towards, I have a barrel underneath me right now, and the spring is supporting me so that I don't have to do all the work myself. When I want to come back up to a seated position, if I didn't have this bar, my feet might fly up in the air, or I might need to fling myself back up, but now I'm going to have to rely on my abdominals to help allow my spine to bend, and the spring will assist in this process. So this is just an easy exercise, but however, it can be quite difficult for some people who have weak abdominal muscles. But we will work with you to help develop more orientation to how to tap into those muscles that tend to be weak, so that you don't end up in patterns of movement that cause your back to hurt and keep you sitting at home instead of out in the community playing, visiting with your friends, and being active.